PTI before this honorable court.
पिछले इतने दिनों से जब रिस्पोंडेंट्स के वकला साहिबान सलमान अकरम राजा साहब, फैसल सिद्दीकी साहब, हामिद खान साहब, मोहतरम हामिद खान साहब, उनको हम बार बार कहते रहे कि ये एप्लीकेशन आप पढ़ें, लेकिन आखिर तक नहीं पढ़ा उन्होंने. थैंक यू वेरी मच, आप पढ़ रहे हैं हमारे सामने.
My lord, advisedly so I must say. So the consequence is very clear. The number is immaterial. In order for them to get the benefits of their election in the form of reserved seats or being entitled to proportionate representation in reserved seats, they must join a political party which has at least one seat in parliament.
This is clear.
The majority says if you join such a political party, that is an act of no consequence. It is void ab initio. Your joining a political party is of no effect. And as a consequence of that, you now are being given time to join a political party within 3 days. And if you join a political party, you will then get the seats, otherwise you won't.
What about 39?
My lord, I'll come to 39. I'll come to 39. Let me focus on this. But they say about this, about the 41. So on this, my submission is that with great respect, this is clearly an error apparent on the face of the record, because if they talk about the fundamental right of Article 17, you have taken away the right of Article 17 of these members to act in one of the 6 manners in which they like, and have forced them to follow one particular manner at all. And that too, my lord, that choice had been exercised. Those people had joined SIC. Before your lordship, PTI did not come. PTI did not say that these were my members who, per force of circumstances, have gone the other way. Before your lordship, none of those members filed an affidavit or filed a petition or came to this court and said, sir, we would have liked to go to PTI. We have been compelled and forced by the circumstances to go to SIC.
Or by peculiar circumstances.
Peculiar circumstances. My lord, peculiar is a word peculiarly used quite a lot by, I don't want to say the other side, by a political party's representation before this court, which has acted in a very peculiar manner. The challenge before the Election Commission was by SIC. PTI did not make a challenge. None of its elected representatives made a challenge. The challenge before the Peshawar High Court.
It was not a challenge by the SIC. It was a claim.
A claim.
It was a claim by the SIC on the basis that 80 persons have joined me, and now I am entitled to, on the basis of proportionate representation, the seats against these 80. It is a claim. It is not.
I stand corrected. I changed the word claim. When they lost that claim, they went to the High Court. There they made a challenge that the ECP decision was wrong. PTI did not file a petition over there. PTI, on the basis of HM Sayar's judgment, could have gone there. They did not. None of the elected representatives went to the court. When the matter came to this honorable court against the decision of the Peshawar High Court, PTI did not come to this honorable court. None of the elected returned candidates came to this honorable court. Now, the bench says, the majority says, that these persons were before us in the form of SIC or PTI. My lord, it would be instructive to see, because it was said before your lordship, and that's in my notes, that PTI sought to implead itself before this honorable court. It will, my lord, be worthy of your lordship's consideration if your lordship takes a look at CMA 5913 of 2024 in Civil Appeal 333.
It was application of PTI.
PTI application. The application is made by Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf and Barrister Gohar Khan, its chairman. Your Lordship will notice immediately from the heading of the petition that it's not an application under Order 5 Rule 2 of the Supreme Court rules. It's an application under Order 33 Rule 6 of the Supreme Court rule. For a moment, my lord, let's ignore the heading, because a wrong citation of law makes at times it can be of no consequence. If your Lordship turns to page 2, if your Lordship has found the application, last two line on page 2, the PTI acted entirely in compliance of the Constitution in asking candidates backed by it to join the Sunni Ittihad Council after the general election of 8 February 2024.
It was decision of the party,
Ji sir,
the PTI, to join SIC.
Instead
Of asking them to join PTI, they asked them, rather directed them to join PTI. Who decided this matter? Who was the decision maker in that case?
Sir, in that my knowledge is as limited as your Lordship, because varying things had been said at the bar. But your Lordship will see from here, this is their pleadings. Their pleadings before the Supreme Court. What do they say?
And they still own it.
They own it. They own it. They say the PTI acted entirely in compliance of the Constitution in asking candidates backed by it to join the Sunni Ittihad Council after the general election of 8 February 2024. If your Lordship may grace...
was that earlier in Balochistan, this had happened when the BAP party was not in the assembly, but seats were given to the BAP party.
My lord,
Their arguments before.
my lord, I would have dealt with it later, but may I, because it has come as an observation from the bench, it is my duty to immediately respond to it if I can, otherwise take time. Since I can, I will. It was also mentioned, and it will be your Lordship's notes, it's my note, the citation given was that there is a Supreme Court judgment in the case of Radhaka Corporation. The case was named that the past practice of the department or authorities is binding on it. There's a long line of authorities which says these are, my lord, mostly custom matters, that if goods fall under a particular classification and they have been cleared in a particular manner by the authorities, they cannot, without any change in facts, change their practice, then that past practice must be followed. This is a revenue matter case, but may I also say, not parallel to it, but trumping it, is a consistent line of authority from common law courts. Such a past practice, to have any legal sanctity, must be in consonance with the statute and the Constitution. If it is contrary to the statute or contrary to the Constitution, then the principle of there is no estoppel against the statute or the Constitution will apply. That has not been dealt with. If the Election Commission acted in a particular manner with regard to what was happening in a provincial assembly of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa at that particular time, that one isolated example cannot override the Constitution and a law and become a precedent for the Constitution and the law to be interpreted in consonance with that for throughout the life of the Constitution.
उनकी बलूचिस्तान में हुकूमत बनी थी और खैबर पख्तूनख्वा में दो इंडिपेंडेंट लोगों ने
जी सर,
उसको ज्वाइन किया था ना।
बिल्कुल सही, ऐसी बात है, बिल्कुल. It was like this, but I don't defend the Election Commission's decision. I say it was wrong then too, and it was for them to have challenged it. They did not challenge it.
Wrong decision cannot be made a precedent.
And one, my lord, it is isolated, so it's not a consistent practice. Two, even if it was a consistent practice, your Lordship's consistent jurisprudence is that there is no estoppel against the Constitution, there is no estoppel against the law, and that will override any departmental practice.
This principle also applied to explanation to Rule 94.
My lord, it may, but when your Lordship permits me, I'll come to that in a moment's time. But if your Lordship sees, in this very application, if your Lordship turns to page 5, your Lordship read page 2, paragraph J. sorry, before that paragraph I, that 13 political parties had been declared successful in obtaining one or more seats in the NA. For various political reasons, it was not possible for the PTI to cause returned candidates backed by it to join any of these 13 political parties. The PTI had an ongoing relationship with the Sunni Ittihad Council. The chairman of the SIC had filed his nomination papers as a candidate affiliated with the SIC in alliance with PTI and had sought the election symbol of PTI. My lord, the next paragraph. The language of Article 51 does not impose an absolute requirement that independent returns candidates must join a political party with at least one general seat in a house in order for such returned candidates to be counted for the purpose of election of the reserved seats. This is their position in their pleadings before the Supreme Court of Pakistan.
यानी वो नहीं चाह रहे थे, उसके बावजूद हमने दिया.
Sir, that is my submission. If your lordship may see K, the fifth line from the top, paragraph K, that the denial by the ECP, my lord, this is the most important passage in this application, that the denial by the ECP of reserved seats to the SIC will result in the NA and the provincial assemblies losing their representative characters. These seats cannot be allowed to any other party. Any other party would mean any other party. That the denial by the ECP of reserved seats to the SIC will result in the NA and the provincial assemblies losing their representative character. These seats cannot be allowed to any other party. This is the stance of